I am David Greer. This is the Wire Belt Company of America. We are a fourth-generation family-owned business, and we manufacture a wire mesh conveyor belt used in food processing equipment and many other industries. And I'm very proud to endorse and support Scott Brown here. We've been members of NFIB for over 50 years, and I was rather insulted last night to hear that Senator Shaheen poo-pooed the NFIB. There are over 1,800 members in the NFIB, which is probably 10,000 employees, and this stuff matters. Manufacturing matters, and small business is the backbone of our country, and that's why I'm proud to support Scott Brown here.
Let me take over.
Sure.
Well, first of all, thanks for coming out. Before I start, I enjoyed the debate last night, and I was kind of didn't quite understand when Senator Shaheen said that the NFIB is a Koch brothers organization. You know, I thought of the 15 to 1,800 members of the NFIB who, in fact, are doing things like this, hiring people. They're facing challenges not only with Obamacare, but with energy. And to insult the 15 to 1,800 NFIB members, that's why it's important for not only this business, but other businesses to kind of speak up, because the only thing worse than voting 99% of the time with the president is voting 100% of the time against small business. Very difficult to get a 0 rating from the premier business group in the United States dealing with small businesses like this. So I'm going to continue to fight for small businesses, continue to work to create an environment where they can grow and hire by making sure we can get energy costs lower, by making sure we can streamline and consolidate the regulations, by dealing with the healthcare costs. There are just so many issues affecting a business like this. His healthcare costs have gone up 37%, and they don't know what's going to happen next year because after the election, the rates are coming out. They're dealing with energy costs. As you can see, it's a very energy-intensive practice and business, and those numbers are real. So when those costs go up, you look to the wages and you look to the employees right here, they're going to get less. So that's the huge difference between Senator Shaheen and me. She's saying that she's out there fighting for small business. I've actually done it, been endorsed by the NFIB and the Chamber, and I think she owes businesses like this an apology. I'm happy to take your question.
That was insulting?
Say again?
What did she say that was so insulting to you?
Well, she called the NFIB a Koch brothers funded group.
Completely false?
I have no idea how they're funded, but I know you have independent businesses like this that have been in the NFIB for 50 years. And I don't even know if you know who the Koch brothers are, but it's an insult to businesses. And what's more insulting is the fact that she has a 0 rating when she's actually supposedly touting her business actions and activities to help manufacturing companies like this, but she has a 0 rating. That says it all.
You guys had mentioned when we were walking around about the competition that you're facing from overseas, from China, from Mexico.
Yes.
Can you kind of talk about that a little bit, and if is Senator Shaheen and President Obama's policy doing enough to help you guys, compete on the world stage?
They're not helping. They're hurting. Every time I turn around, there's some new alphabet soup organization, the NLRB or the other one. EPA. And there's always new rules, regulations. We're always trying to put more fees, regulations, etc. on the backs of business. We're just trying to get the job done, trying to make jobs here in America. It's difficult, and they're not helping.
What could you say about last night? What was the takeaway for you, kind of the highlight of your night, the moment that meant the most to you?
Well, I enjoyed being there. I'm glad she's debating me. Finally, we have 2 others left, and I think I was able to draw the comparisons and draw the distinctions. We both served together. We both care about New Hampshire, yet we have 2 different paths and 2 different visions about where we're going. The best question for me was when they said, well, you both lost races, and how did you feel after? And I said, I love my wife more than ever, because really family is way more important than anything political. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow night as well and the final debate, and I'm hopeful that people in New Hampshire will understand what's at stake here.
The criticism that you're so new to the state, how are you responding to that? You came from Massachusetts and then all of a sudden now you're in Toronto.
Well, with respect to that, I'm glad you asked. People have asked me about my residency, and as you and others may know, I was born here at Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. My Mom was a waitress at Hampton Beach. My dad was an airman at Pease Air Force Base. They met, they fell in love, they had me. My first 3 years of existence were in New Hampshire. Mom and Dad were married and divorced 4 times each. I went with Mom. But during that time period, my sanctuary was with my grandparents here in New Hampshire, up at Hoyt's Cabins in Rye Beach. I'm a son of the American Revolution out of Newington, New Hampshire. My family's roots go back 9 generations to the founding families of this state. John and I have been property owner taxpayers for over 25 years almost. Care about New Hampshire. Want to help restore not only the New Hampshire Advantage, but also restore America. So I don't hear it. What I hear now is not about where I'm from, but where we're going. And where we're going is not a good direction, especially when you're attacking small businesses like this.
One of Shaheen's biggest criticisms through this entire race has been your support for outsourcing jobs.